Good morning, children. Let us begin with Standard 4 English, Unit 8, Going to Buy a Book. Let us read it once. One day, grandfather gave my brother and me some money. Go and buy books, he said. We were both very happy. We both loved to read. Should we go now? Should we go later? Should we go today? Should we go tomorrow? We decided to go right now. Should we go to the big market? Should we go to the small shop? Should we go with somebody? Should we go alone? We decided to go to the small shop, just the two of us. We like the small bookshop. It is small, but it has many books. The man in the shop likes us. He always helps us. Should I buy a book with a lot of pictures? Should I buy a book with a lot of stories? Should I buy a thin book? I could not decide. We did not know which book to buy. The man in the shop smiled at us. Relax, come with me, he said. These books are about animals. Those are about machines. Those over there are about wars. Take what you want. I picked some books. My brother picked some books. I sat on the floor. He sat on the chair. And we read, and we read, and we read. It was very quiet. There was no sound. 1 hour passed, 2 hours passed. Finally, we knew which books to buy. The man in the bookshop smiled at us. I got a fat book with many stories. My brother got a big book with many pictures. We ran home to our grandfather. We climbed up on his bed. He put his arms around us and then we read and read and read. So this is written by Rukmani Banerjee. So the new words that we learn here are alone, bookshop, machines, finally, climbed. Now children, let us see their meanings. So here we begin with the meanings. The first one, alone, when no one else is present. Second, bookshop, a shop where books are sold. Third, machines, mechanical device. 4, finally, after a long time. 5th, climbed, to go up a slope. Answer the following. Question 1. Why did grandfather give the children money? Answer 1. The grandfather gave money to the children to buy books. I repeat, the grandfather gave money to the children to buy books. Question 2. Where did they go to buy books? Answer 2. They went to a small bookshop to buy books. I repeat, they went to a small bookshop to buy books. Question 3. Did the girl buy a picture book? Answer 3. No, the girl did not buy a picture book. She bought a fat book with many stories in it. I repeat, no, the girl did not buy a picture book. She bought a fat book with many stories in it. Now look at these sentences in the story. A. Should we go to the big market? B. Should we go to the small shop? C. Should I buy a thin book? So the colored words here are describing words. These are the adjectives which are describing the noun. So now we need to fill in more describing words into the passage here given to us. So let's fill in. First, the passage starts, it was a dash night. So we can write dark night. A dash girl sat up in the bed listening to her mother. A small girl. Tell a dash story. Short story. Her dash eyes opened wide. Her blue eyes opened wide. And she gave a dash smile. Sweet smile. Now go to sleep, Paro. Her mother closed the book. Dash dreams. Sweet dreams. So the words which we have filled in are describing night, girl, story, eyes, smile and dream. So if you remember these describing words in grammar, we say they are called adjectives. Now here there is a dialogue between Tina, who goes to her school library to borrow a book. We need to complete her dialogue with the librarian by using only and or in the blanks. So these are the dialogues between a girl called Tina and the person whom we find in the library, who is called the librarian. So let's start. Tina, ma'am, I want to borrow a book. Librarian, do you want a story book or a book of poems? Tina, I want a story book. Librarian, do you like stories about animals or adventure stories? Tina, I like both. Librarian, go to the second cupboard. On the first shelf, you will find animal stories and on the second, adventure stories. Tina, after selecting two books, ma'am, I want Black Beauty and Panchatantra stories. Librarian, you can have either Black Beauty or Panchatantra stories. So dear children, I hope you have understood the meanings and question answers. So now your homework is that you need to write them very neatly in your English notebook. And the textual exercises which have place in the text, you can write it in the text very neatly. So thank you and have a nice day.